We've come a long way since the beginning. The game has changed in more ways than we could ever imagine. The teams are stronger. The fans are crazier. The technology is smarter. And yet, we're not done. We've had to face some tough hits.
The NFL's strengths include a very strong brand recognition across the nation, as well as a very high level of engagement with its fans. In fact, the Super Bowl is the most watched sporting event in the world. Overall, the major weakness the NFL is facing is a drop of viewership. Political stances have also created a division between fans, owners, and players. This has certainly been a contributing factor to the overall drop in viewership. In addition, through recent medical advancements, it has been discovered that professional football is a major cause of CTE, a brain condition caused from taking repeated blows to the head. Opportunities for the NFL include entering the gambling market, as well as a potential expansion into global markets. With the advent of legalized sports gambling, there is a major opportunity for the NFL to regain viewership. Through our research, we have identified that a large portion of the fan base of the NFL also gambles. Major threats for the NFL include other sports leagues such as the NBA and the MLB, as well as the emergence of Major League Soccer in the United States, also known as the MLS. In addition, other forms of entertainment such as amusement parks, movie theaters, and television broadcasts must be considered when looking at potential threats.
We found it difficult to see the political impact of recent actions on the NFL and found that our subjects were generally reluctant to talk about politics. We also found it a difficulty in getting geographic diversity of our subjects. We found it difficult to gather data when being a fan of a particular team impacts viewing so significantly. It was also very difficult to account for every factor in an oversaturated and ever-changing market.
Our solution is to make a subscription-based, low-stakes gambling site for the adults who are of legal gambling age. Low-stakes gambling will allow anyone in any income bracket to participate in gambling with their friends or family.
For $4.99 per month, customers will have access to an elite NFL-sponsored gambling service. Our gambling service would work on a token system. For every 10,000 tokens a customer has, they are eligible to trade in their tokens for $10 up to $100. In addition, we would also have discounted individual game streaming services available so that people would be able to watch games that aren't local. By using a subscription model as well as an incentives program, this will increase customer loyalty as well as increasing viewership for games.
For younger users, we plan to put a larger emphasis on advertising fantasy football through social media outlets. We plan on doing this because our primary research showed that 67% of people look to their smartphones for general information. Our primary research concluded that people are more willing to watch the games when they are gambling or participating in fantasy football because it makes them feel more involved in the game. We also saw that people tend to only watch games that feature the team that they support. So, we saw that gambling would be a good opportunity to get these people to watch more games than just the games of their team. Our secondary research supported that fantasy football participants watch NFL games more often. A cross-tabulation from the Sports Marketing Analytics database showed that 54% of season-long fantasy users watch 12 or more games per season. However, secondary research also showed that only 3% of fantasy football participants were 13 to 17 years old, and only 3% were aged 18 to 24. We saw that this would be a great opportunity to target younger people who are not old enough to participate in real gambling. This will be an opportunity for them to get more involved in the game through fantasy football.